All right, you sexy studs, what is up? Welcome back to another New World video. It's your boy, your host, the one and only Kree. Yeah, okay. Could have done a better intro, but yeah, look, so we're here today back on the New World. You already know we have been grinding like crazy. And since I'm basically in the position, bro, where I'm like heavily just like, dude, I am town boarding like a G. I'm power leveling as best as I can. And I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys a little bit of like, you know, tips and tricks for all that. Stuff along those lines. Right off the rip, dude, these right here, anytime you get like these sort of iron armaments, for, you know, weapons, armors, anything like that is like the best, hands down, dude. Some of my favorite. They're very easy, they're very cheap, dude. It's only going to cost you iron ore, green wood, rawhide. For some other ones you need actual iron ingots, timber, and then like coarse leather. But other than that though, like that's all you need for these, which is some of like the most basic resources you get in the game, and they can add up to be some very big quests. Also, they're really easy to craft inside of the town while you're town boarding. Like for me, instantly, I know for a fact one of the things I like to do, especially if I'm like waiting for a refresh or something like that, is I'm just going to literally pick up as many of these as I can and then go craft them somewhere like far away, and then I'll use my in to recall to like the main area and then just start depositing them. The only bad thing you could say about these, at least in my opinion, is that they do kind of weigh you down. If you just like look down here, we have 4 of them at the moment. See, that's 20 weights, 20 weights, 20 weights, and then another 13 weights. So yeah, 73 total weight. Luckily for us, we do have 2 tier 2 bags, which is pretty nice, giving us an additional 200 encumbrance, which is very good, dude. Having 400 encumbrance is very nice. We do have a little bit extra at the bottom, 434. That's just because we have a lot spec into strength at the moment. I forgot to fucking craft it. Whoops. Also, a side note I want to say that whenever you're like heavily town boarding, is that I try to town board in areas near like the main quest where I'm at, so that while I'm trying to do the main quest, I can do town boards in a nearby area. Just allows for me to get some mega XP, because basically what I'm about to do is I'm going to dump all my town boards right here in Brightwood. As you can see, if we scroll out just a bit, we have 4 town boards ready to turn in, which is going to be a nice big boost of XP, which is obviously very good. And then right here we have the main quest for the story, which is also going to be about, I want to say, if I just go over to the journal, it's about 3,000 XP and 150 Azoth, which is obviously very good. You need Azoth, all that good jazz. So we're gonna go ahead, turn in all of our quests right here, get about 2,500 XP, and then in this situation right here, we would have something like this. When this pops up, dude, I literally go right back to the forge area, craft that bitch right back up, and then I turn that bitch in again. Boom. See, just made a 420 XP in about like 2 minutes, just walking, just by literally picking this puppy up immediately after we turned it in. That's 5 quests we turned in right then and there. Very useful. Now I will say, if I didn't have all the resources on me right there in that very moment, I literally would have just came out here and just gotten some and go turned it in. So now at this moment, nothing in here I really want. Is then I would go ahead and I would recall my inn, and I would go to an entirely different town, fast travel, use your house, anything like that. I actually don't have a house up at the moment. I'm just chilling. I don't really need one. Not going too far heavily in with it, but your main thing is that, like, for instance, let's say you have a house in Everfall, and then you have an inn in the Monarch's Bluff, or maybe you have an inn in Brightwood, maybe you have an inn in Windsward, and your house is in Everfall. Either way, what you're trying to do is you're just basically trying to bounce in between towns and complete the quest of the town board quest on the way. And then when you get to a situation like this where you don't have anything that you really want to pick up, you would then just fast travel over to the other town. Now, in this instance, I'm actually just going to go ahead right here and pick up this objective for the story, and then we'll fast travel back, and then I'll show you, continue on, tell you like the strategy. Also, another quick tip: if you have light armor, you can shift then sheath to cancel out the animation, so you can get a little bit more of a boost and continue your momentum to help you move a little bit quicker. All right, so just turning in this for my main quest. All right, so now what we're gonna do, now that I turned in that part of the quest, I'm gonna go ahead and use my inn, which, you know, recharges once every hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel over to Windsward for free. No Azoth hurt in this process. Also, total side note, part of the reason why I fucks with Windsward so much is that the town board is literally right near the forge, which is where I'm bouncing back between these two so often that anytime I can save some distance, I'm always gonna take it. So that's part of the reason why I have my inn here in Windsward. Now, once again, we're gonna come here, we're gonna select all of the easy ones. For instance, Greenwood, obviously we already have that stuff chilling. Anytime we get iron armaments, any stuff like that, very good. This is also a really good way to level up your weaponsmithing and your armor smithing, which you're going to need. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I just crafted 3 of these iron armaments. These are so good for your XP. Now, just like that, we come back here, and then we simply just, oh, look at that. Complete all the missions, and then that's another big boost of 4,000 XP. So, like, just like in this video alone, we gained close to 10k XP. I mean, that's what it is, man. The real thing about it is that you need to prioritize certain quests over others. For instance, main ones to avoid are easily fishing. Fishing is a priority one to just never do. I never do fishing. I never do any cooking. Don't do exploring. Exploring that takes you to a faraway place to go search for minimal XP. 500, 500, 500. Not worth your time. Then you have things like this, rugged leather, coarse leather, stuff like that. Anything that involves wood or stone cutting, way better. 1300 for getting some leather. The best things that drop rawhide, you're gonna look for your elks and your buffaloes, and then your third priority would probably be lynxes. Those are your most, like, the ones that are gonna drop the most leather. I will say another one that's good for your coarse leather and rugged leather quests like that is wolves. If you find a wolf hunt one, the only thing about that is that wolves just drop a lot less leather, so it's gonna be a little bit slower. But if you're getting leather while doing the hunting quest, some of the wolves hunt quests is like 1300 XP. This is 1300 XP. You do those at the same time. That's going to be an additional 2600 XP for doing the same thing, basically, which is very good. That's the only time I would ever pick up a hunt quest, is if it's in that type of situation where it's combined with another quest on here. Stone cutting is very crucial. First of all, high tier stone cutting is a must-have maxed out like proficiency or trade skill. You need that for high-end tuning orbs. And then not only that, but stone cutting, just like cut stone brick, stuff like that, dude. That stuff really does go a long way in some of the XP you can get. Dude, I mean, I'm always having quests with stone brick and just stone blocks, for that matter. Stone block, stone brick, very good quest. They drop a good amount of XP. The only thing you need for stone brick, guys, is sandpaper, which you get from all those supply caches that you loot. They also drop like things like the weak solvent, and then I believe it's crossweave, which is used to refine other things like wood, like timber into lumber, and then leather into rugged leather, or coarse leather into rugged leather. And this is why you need so much stuff like, this is why you need so much hide, so much stone, so much iron, so much fibers. Dude, fibers for linen is also a very easy XP, dude. Fibers you get from hemp, easy to harvest. Dude, first off, hemp is actually a pretty decent way to level up your harvest, which is another good way to get a bit of extra XP while you're out and about, completing your town board quest and your main quest for that matter. And at this point, what you could do is that you could fast travel either to another area, use your home to another area, and then you would do the quest boards in that area. And then what you could do is you could turn in a bunch of quests at one area, pick them up again, and then what you're going to be doing is you're going to obviously be having, since you're bouncing town to town, then you'll have other quests for another town, and then on your way back to that town, if you don't want to spend Azok, you can do the quest on the way, which is something I try to do. Basically, you're trying to maximize your time as efficiently as you can while you're going about getting all of these quests done. Once again, dude, stay away from cooking, fishing, and exploring quests. Just don't even worry about those. Other than that, though, guys, that is going to just about wrap up this video. I figured I guys could give y'all a little bit of insight and information, tips and tricks on what I'm at least doing to power level myself at the moment. Dude, been town boarding like a boss. You already know, been going hard since launch, and yeah, been having a lot of fun as well. Other than that, though, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy the video, man, please make sure to drop a love, the like button, subscribe if y'all are new. On the road to 10,000 subscribers and all that good jazz. But with all that stuff being said out the way, my name's Kree. And we'll see y'all sexy asses in the next one. Peace out, everybody.